think bulking is expensive and complicated. Doesn't have to be. A lot of people believe you need fancy supplements, expensive foods, or extreme meal plans to gain muscle. That belief alone stops most natural lifters from even trying to bulk properly. Here's the truth. You don't need supplements to gain muscle. And you definitely don't need dirty bulking or junk food. This simple, affordable diet helps natural lifters gain weight and muscle without wasting money or ruining their health. No supplements, no dirty bulking. Just real food that works easy to find, easy to eat, and easy to stick to long term. This video is for natural, drug-free lifters, especially skinny guys, beginners, and anyone trying to gain muscle on a tight budget. If bulking feels confusing, expensive, or overwhelming, this is for you. Let's be clear about what this video is not. There are no extreme meal plans, no expensive superfoods, and no steroid-style eating routines that normal people can't sustain. What you'll get instead is a simple, affordable bulking diet you can follow every day using real food. No guessing, no stress. Because at the end of the day, muscle is built with consistency, not costly food. Bulking is often misunderstood. Many people think bulking means eating anything and everything. But real bulking simply means eating in a calorie surplus, consistently consuming slightly more calories than your body burns each day. This does not mean living on junk food or fast food. While junk food has calories, it lacks nutrients that support training, recovery, and overall health. Dirty bulking might increase body weight quickly, but most of that weight is fat, not muscle, and it usually leads to poor energy levels and regret later. For natural lifters, a small calorie surplus works best. You don't need to eat excessively. Slow controlled surplus allows your body to use those extra calories to build muscle instead of storing large amounts of fat. This approach is easier to maintain, healthier, and far more sustainable long term. Another common mistake is relying on hunger or feeling full as a guide. Appetite is unreliable. Some days you feel hungry, other days you don't, but muscle growth still requires fuel every day. That's why tracking progress matters. You don't need to obsess over numbers, but you should monitor your body weight regularly. It gives honest feedback. Remember this rule. If the scale isn't going up, muscle isn't coming, slow weight gain, steady eating, and consistency, that's real bulking. When it comes to bulking, calories drive weight gain, not supplements. Many natural lifters get stuck because they focus on protein powders, mass gainers, or pills, while ignoring the most important factor, eating enough total food. Protein does matter, provides the building blocks for muscle repair and growth. But here's the part most people miss. Protein without enough calories will not build muscle. If your total daily intake is too low, your body will use protein for basic needs instead of muscle growth. Think of calories as the fuel and protein as the bricks. You need both, but without enough fuel, construction never starts. For natural lifters, hitting a consistent calorie surplus is the priority. Once calories are sufficient, reasonable protein intake does its job. This is why supplements are optional, not required. Protein powder can be convenient, but it's not magic. If your meals already provide enough calories and protein from real food, supplements add little benefit. They can't fix undereating. Focusing on whole, affordable foods first builds better habits and saves money. Rice, eggs, milk, oats, lentils, potatoes, these work because they're consistent and accessible. If you're not gaining weight, don't buy another supplement. Eat more food. Building muscle doesn't require expensive or fancy foods. What matters most is choosing affordable foods you can eat consistently. For natural bulking, simple staples work extremely well. Carbohydrates should be the foundation of your diet because they're cheap, filling, and fuel hard training. Foods like rice, potatoes, oats, and bread provide energy, support workouts, and help you stay in a calorie surplus without stressing your budget. For protein, you don't need exotic sources. Eggs, lentils, beans, milk, and yogurt are budget-friendly and effective. They provide the amino acids your body needs to repair and build muscle. Chicken is also a great option when it fits your budget, but it's not mandatory every day. Don't ignore fats. Fats are the easiest way to add calories without eating huge portions. Peanut butter, cooking oil, and nuts are calorie-dense and affordable. It's making them perfect for bulking, especially if you struggle with appetite. The goal isn't variety for show its reliability. A simple diet that you follow every day will outperform a perfect diet you can maintain. Remember this. Simple food eaten consistently beats fancy food eaten rarely. Eat what works, repeat it daily, and muscle growth will follow. For many natural lifters, especially skinny guys, liquid calories are a game changer. Drinking calories is easier than eating large solid meals, digests faster, and doesn't kill your appetite the same way heavy food does. That makes it much easier to stay in a calorie surplus every day. One of the best parts? You don't need fancy ingredients or supplements. A simple homemade shake can provide hundreds of calories in minutes. A classic, affordable option is milk plus oats plus banana plus peanut butter. This combo gives you carbs for energy, protein for muscle repair, and fats for easy calories. It's cheap, fast to make, and extremely effective for bulking. High-calorie meals can also be kept simple. Add extra rice, potatoes, or bread to meals. Use cooking oil when preparing food. These small additions increase calories without increasing meal size too much. For busy people, timing matters. If you skip meals during the day, add a shake in the morning or evening. Drinking calories when appetite is low helps keep intake consistent even on stressful or long days. You don't need perfect meals. You need repeatable ones. Liquid calories make consistency easier, and consistency builds muscle. A successful natural bulking diet isn't about perfect meals. It's about daily structure. When eating is random, calories are inconsistent. When structure is simple, muscle gain becomes predictable. A practical setup for most people is 3 main meals plus 1 to 2 snacks each day. This spreads calories evenly, keeps energy stable, and makes eating feel manageable instead of overwhelming. You don't need to eat non-stop, just consistently. Don't skip breakfast. Skipping the first meal often leads to low energy, missed calories, and rushed eating later in the day. Even a simple breakfast milk with oats, eggs with bread, or a quick shake sets the tone and makes hitting calories much easier. One of the biggest challenges during bulking is eating when appetite is low. This is normal, especially for skinny guys and beginners. Appetite doesn't always match your body's needs. On those days, rely on easy foods and liquid calories instead of forcing large meals. The goal isn't to eat until you're uncomfortable. Muscle growth doesn't care how motivated you feel. It responds to consistency. Structure your day, repeat it often, and let time do the work. Consistent eating beats occasional big days every time. You don't need perfection to bulk successfully. You don't need complicated meal plans, expensive foods, or extreme rules. What you really need are repeatable habits, simple actions you can follow every single day. Natural bulking is slow, and that's exactly why it works. Slow progress allows your body to adapt, keeps fat gain under control, and protects your health. When you focus on consistency instead of speed, muscle gain becomes sustainable instead of stressful. Some days eating will feel easy, other days it won't. That's normal. Progress doesn't come from perfect days. It comes from showing up even when motivation is low. Eating when it's boring, repetitive, or inconvenient is often what separates success from frustration. Remember, muscle isn't built in one meal or one week. It's built through hundreds of ordinary meals repeated over time. When your diet is simple and affordable, consistency becomes possible. Take these lines with you. Eat simple. Eat enough. Stay consistent. You don't need expensive food. You need disciplined eating. Natural muscle is built one meal at a time. Stay patient. Trust the process.